Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the SWA. Still pumping out college football Saturday videos. I got a Pac-12 one for you here. Arizona State, Washington State. This game's at 3:30 Eastern too, so we got an afternoon Pac-12 game. Let's go.
Welcome to the SWAs. The SWAs. SWAs. Hey, get the SWAs.
All right, Arizona State on the road at Washington State here. Line is Cougars -9. Early action definitely leaning towards Washington State. 70% of the tickets, 60% of the money on the Cougars as of Monday morning. Check this crazy action out. So on Tuesday and Wednesday, we get a bunch of Arizona State money that comes in, and the books react to it. They drop the line from 9 all the way down to 7.5. But when it hits 7.5, a bunch of Washington State money comes in. Now here we are on Friday night late. We're looking at Washington State -9.5 now. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the model, the line for this game should be Washington State -17.45. So that's an 8-point lean on the Cougars here. Big lean on the Cougars. All right, so let's break down this matchup, and we'll start with the fact that the Cougars are at home. Washington State's been good as hell at home this year. They're 4-1 against the spread at home on the season, and their only loss against the spread came week 1 against Idaho, FCS school. So we need to acknowledge that we've seen some ugly games from Washington State recently. The Oregon State game was ugly. USC game was also pretty ugly, but those were both on the road. At home in the cold, it is not easy to move the football on that defense in front of that crowd. Keep in mind, Washington State's defense is ranked 28th in the entire country in DFEI. That's the highest rated defense in the entire Pac-12, better than even Utah. Now, Arizona State's offense has definitely shown signs of life since they fired Herman Edwards, and it looks even better since they replaced Emory Jones with Trenton Bourguet at quarterback. But still, the last 5 games, all against defenses in the bottom 60 of the FBS. In fact, if you look at Arizona State's schedule, since Herm Edwards was fired, they've only played one defense that's rated in the top 60. Just one. It was Utah, and they got completely wrecked. That game was at home, too. They got held to just 13 points against the Utah defense. I really can't see brand new starting quarterback Trenton Bourguet, 5'11", 185 pounds, going into Pullman and moving the ball in the Cougars defense. I just can't see it. I think there's turnovers coming in our future. Bourguet has started 3 games for Arizona State this year. He's thrown an interception in every single game he's started, and he's never seen a defense that comes even close to Washington State. He's going to have no pass protection and no run game to bail him out. I truly think things could get really ugly for the Arizona State offense in this game. I think it's going to be bad. Now, what about Cam Ward and the Washington State offense against the Arizona State defense? And we got even more bad news for Arizona State because their defense has been almost unwatchable this year. I mean, UCLA just hung a 50-piece on them. I mean, even their 2 big Pac-12 wins on the season, it's not like their defense did it. They beat Washington and Colorado, 2 big wins for the program without a doubt. Well, Colorado, not much, but Washington, big win for the program. The scores of those games, 45-38 and 42-34. It certainly wasn't the defense winning those games. In fact, if you look at the schedule, there's only been 2 games all year where you can say Arizona State's defense was decent. Week 1 against Northern Arizona, an FCS school, so let's just disregard that. And then their loss to Stanford, they lost that game 15-14. And by the way, the defense still allowed 400 yards in that game. Stanford just kicked 5 field goals and got no touchdowns. I have zero faith in this Arizona State defense. To be honest, I'm not a big Cam Ward guy. I don't even love this Washington State offense. I just think Arizona State's defense is that bad. I mean, Cam Ward, he's threw 7 interceptions in the first 5 games of the year. He's only thrown 1 in the last 4. So it looks like he's definitely gotten better protecting the football. Even though, like I said, I'm not a huge fan, one thing you have to give Cam Ward, this dude knows how to play football in Pullman. Look at his home-away splits here. These are crazy. Ready? So at home, Cam Ward is averaging 7.6 yards per attempt, 72.7% completions, 13 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a 153.2 passer rating. Those are his numbers at home this year. Ready for his road numbers? Just 6.1 yards per attempt, 52.7% completions. Yo, a 20% drop in completion percentage from home to on the road. 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, just a 113.6 passer rating. 40 points lower in his passer rating from home to away. So Cam Ward at home, where he plays his best. I don't think Arizona State's defense is going to have an answer for this Cougar rushing attack either. Trenton Bourguet against this defense in that stadium in front of that crowd. I think Washington State wins this game comfortably, man, which is why I'm on the Cougars here. I'm laying the points. Give me Washington State minus 9.5. Let's say final score, Washington State 38, Arizona State 16. The total set at 59.5. I'd also lean under in that as well. If anything changes with this bet, I'll let you know on Twitter, so give me a follow there if you're interested. Also, if you want the final tickets that we do for college football and for all sports, bet of the day, top 7 bets, parlays of the day, that kind of stuff, head over to KyleKirms.com or download the Sauce Network app. College football Saturday, a lot of action on the board today. Let's make it a good one. Let's bet responsibly. Let's stay in the green. I'll talk to you on Twitter.